You better move fast. You cannot outrun the You Run podcast has begun.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and I'm your host today and every other day as I bring you news, reviews and my opinion in the world of horror. Today I'm talking all about Evil Dead Burn and everything we know about that production. But before I do that, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell so you know when I drop new videos. If like me you love everything horror, you're going to love pretty much everything we do here. Evil Dead Burn is due to be with us on the 24th of July this year. It wrapped production back in October and it has had a really exciting run considering we don't know a hell of a lot. It's directed by Sebastian Vanecek, who also brought us Infested, and it has had some real critical praise from its test screenings. So its test screenings were described as sensational, described as not needing to change a single thing, which for a test screening is kind of unheard of. Most test screenings get the, oh well, we didn't like that or we didn't like that, and it gives producers and filmmakers time to make adjustments. But with this, nothing's being changed, which fills me with joy and also fills me with hope that we're going to get another solid installment. We don't know a huge amount about the plot, but we do know some of the things that Sebastian has said publicly that he's going to do, which are quite intriguing for this franchise. So one of the things he stated is he's going to use this to kill the father, and what he means by that is everything that's come before is now going to be not necessarily undone but changed. So all of the tropes and all of the things that we expect to see in an Evil Dead movie, like the Necronomicon, even like some of the Deadites and the way that they behave, could all be subverted in this movie. I do not think this movie will feature the Necronomicon whatsoever. It is going to exist within the timeline of the Evil Dead universe, probably somewhere between 2013 and Rise, but that, again, that's not confirmed. We're going to follow a French girl as she lives in America and somehow unwittingly releases the undead of the Deadites onto herself. There is so little confirmed, and it's very frustrating because when something's praised so much about a franchise that I absolutely adore, I want to know everything. So I have done some digging and I have found out some stuff that I don't think you'll find many other people talking about. One is blood. The Evil Dead is synonymous with blood, and we're talking buckets and gallons and trucks full of blood. You only need to look at the scene from the closing segments of the 2013 soft reboot / sequel and you know that Evil Dead is synonymous with lots and lots of gore. Gore is one of the staples of this franchise, but Sebastian's going to go away from that, and instead of giving us these really gory, bloody scenes, he's going to lean more into visceral, brutal horror. Things that make you wince, things that make you turn away from the screen. Think the cheese grater scene from Evil Dead Rise, or even the chewing the glass. This is the way he's going. He's used the example of saying, I'll try that again. He's used the example of saying what he wants to do is he wants to recreate the feeling that you had when you watched American History X and the guy was made to eat the curb. That's the feeling he's trying to elicit in you when you watch this movie. I'm genuinely excited for this. Like, the burn theme also intrigues me, so I've done some digging into that. Apparently a big portion of this movie is going to be lit by actual fire. And I don't even know what that means. So not CGI fire, like it's lit by fire. Lots of what's going on is lit by real flames. And I don't know whether that means we're going to get some sort of hellscape or whether everything's going to be on fire. But either way, I love the idea of something that is completely different to anything we've had before. They're so confident that this movie's going to do well, they've already announced there's going to be another movie after it. And again, that is unheard of. Like, the last thing to do that was The Strangers, and look how that's worked out. But for Evil Dead to do it, like that, it fills me with joy. Sam Raimi's back as a producer. Bruce Campbell is also back as an executive producer. There are some rumblings that he may have an on-screen performance in this. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bruce Campbell has fully hung up Ash Williams now. I cannot see in any world, especially in this darker, grittier version of the Evil Dead. I don't see any way that he comes back to this. They have said that the dark humour is going to be there. It's going to be darker than ever, is what the director said, which again, I'm cool with. Like, I like the fact that the Evil Dead is going on this very, very dark journey. The first movie was very dark, very gritty. It shocked audiences. It got banned. And then they started taking this comedic tone that probably peaked with Army of Darkness. And then they went back to being dark and gritty. We had a little bit more humour in Evil Dead Rise. And I'm ready now to have something that's really visceral, really nasty, and really scary again. But I'd love to know what you think. Like, are you excited for Evil Dead Burn? Like, I think this could potentially be film of the year. But I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in a comment. Get your thoughts in there. I'll reply to all of them. We'll have a chat all about horror. And yeah, let me know what you think. But until next time, that is it for today. It's a nice short one because I wanted to talk for ages, but genuinely, there's nothing to tell you. I know nothing apart from it's going to have fire, it's going to have brutal violence instead of gore, and it's going to kill a lot of the tropes we're used to. And all of those things I think are good. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
You cannot move fast. You did not outrun. The You Run podcast has got you, hun.